Hello guys, and welcome to my 2B2T exploration video. In today's video I'm going to be telling a longer story, just like I told the story in the last video, because I thought might as well get the story part started out. Now this isn't going to be like its own series of me telling stories. It's just going to be in some of my videos. I'm going to tell stories. You will know if I'm telling a story in video because I will hint to it in the title. But in this vid, I'm not going to do it for every video because if I did do it for every video, my stories would be over by the 200th video. I want to keep it a wee bit fresh. So yeah, I'll probably tell stories for most videos today because well, I want you to get a wee taste of what the stories are like, and I'm going to tell one of my best stories now. Now, this story involves vandalism, running from police. Well, not vandalism, as I would say. Basically, there was a building that was scheduled to get demolished, and we went in and demolished it a bit. So yeah, it was getting demolished soon anyway, so it's not bad, right? And we were really young, so we couldn't get prosecuted at the time. So what happened is, me and my friends, we were in high school, and my friend's like, oh yeah, there's this really cool place. I'm not going to say where because then you might, someone might track me down. But there's this really cool place, and it was basically a mental home that had been closed down a really long time ago. And it had a morgue. The morgue was obviously empty. It had all this abandoned stuff. People had looted the hell out of this place, and no one really cared about it. So my friends are like, oh, we should go check it out and maybe break the place because no one really cares about it, and they said it was really scary. So I was like, yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it. And we went to the place where it was at, and I have to say, this place was scary. Outside it didn't look so bad. Seeing you got in it, it was and it was like something out of a horror. It was not a very safe looking place. There was drug needles almost everywhere. And first place we checked out was the church. There was a little church in the psych hospital, and what once was a bloody piano, there was only a few speakers of it left. Well, not speakers, but you know the things that make noise. Pretty much that was left, and there was a speaker system on the ground. We broke it, and what also there was a big marble table. I'm gonna say this thing, I wouldn't oh, how much would it have weighed? It was heavy enough where we had to get a group of 5 pretty athletic boys to all pull up just to tip the thing over and break it and see when we tipped over. Oh my god. Have you ever seen one of those superhero movies where a superhero falls from the sky and hits the ground and the ground's all dented and that? Well, that's what it was kind of like with this big marble table falling down on it. And it made a hell of a noise, but good thing there was no one in the area that heard it, apart from us. So after we were done messing about in the church, we decided to explore the rest of the place. And we got to the bloody hallway just after the church, and it was just a long hallway. But what we noticed is, see the ceiling floorboards were all hanging down, so you had to pure watch your head or you get this mouldy floorboard in your face. Ugh, it was nasty. And I found a little desk, and I thought, oh, there's books on it, because there was little books on it. And I opened a book, and I had my phone, I was gonna take a picture of it. It was a bad idea. I had my phone near the desk, and the desk fell apart and water went everywhere and just went all over my phone. Phone got ruined that day. It was a crappy phone anyway. It was an LG Cookie. It got crappy pissy water all over it. So after that, we decided to go upstairs because there was 3 sets of stairs. One of the stairs there was nothing to climb up. You only got these tiny wee rocks where the stairs used to be that you could climb up. The other stairs was just you know how the steps were gone, but see the metal bars at the side? The metal bars were still there. and you could climb up them, but they were really shaky, and there was a big mud pit below it, so see if you fell, you're getting covered in mud, mate. And the third set of stairs were stone stairs, and they were still there. So like you could go up them, but the stone stairs, you didn't get to see much of the place if you went up there, because a lot of it was blocked off. So we went up the metal stairs and we climbed up them, and one of the like kind of chubbier kids just like he got to the top and then just slid right down to like not like all the way, just like down, and like the thing came loose a little bit and we had to hold it in so he could get up. It was pretty funny. And when we got to the like second floor, like it wasn't the third floor, there was 3 floors to the place. What happened is we were walking like through the corridor, and my friend said, right, watch the bloody step here, because like spread out a bit, because you can fall through the floor, because this place is over 100 years old. Well, not over 100 years old, but it's been abandoned for about, I'd say, 70 years. And there was like beds and stuff on the ground, and I like threw a mug like hard off the ground just to see like how like strong the ground was, and it literally made a hole in the ground. That's how powerful a mug was that was left. Like, and not any mug, an old mug. So yeah, it done a lot of damage. My friend's like, "Are you crazy? You're gonna end up breaking like the whole floor." And I was like, "I'll be fine." So we walked along the corridor, and some of our friends like dipped out to like they left us. They were like behind us, and we went spent ages looking around for them. And one of our friends ran right up at the wall and went right through it. Like he was hiding in a room, and he thought the wall was a lot thinner, and he ended up cutting all his arm on bloody running through a like crappy wooden wall. Like it wasn't wooden, but it was like you know what's that plaster kind of stuff it was made out of, and it was all like damp and soggy. So he cut his arm. So what we did is we had to go back to like my friend's house, and my friend said, "How about we get paint suits and run about the streets yelling Ebola?" This is when the Ebola crisis was about. And I was like, that's a great idea. So what we did is we got these big paint suits and we started running around the streets yelling Ebola. And we went into the bloody like place with these paint suits, so we didn't get dirty. I got a big like bloody 2x4 plank, and we just went to town on the place, like windows, like desks, doors, everything. Like, the place had already been smashed and all the valuable stuff had been taken. And we just smashed the place up, and then we decided, let's climb on the roof of the place. And we climbed up on the roof, and even the bloody... there's like this stuff that's in like the roof. And bloody... I think gypsies like to... like the gypsies had gotten into it and they'd taken a lot of it. I know that's not racist. I'm just saying that it was those people that took it. And it's like this stuff they get in, I don't know what it's called, but it's like really valuable if you get a lot of it. And the roof had been stripped clean. No wonder the place was all damp. And we went back down and we decided to start smashing the place again. And then it started to rain. And let's just say it was like the building had its own like rain system. It was raining inside, and we kept smashing the room, and then we noticed there was someone outside looking up at us, and we all just went silent. We stopped smashing the place, but one of our friends wasn't with us, and all we heard in the other room was this huge smash. And then the next thing we know, the woman pulls her phone out. And see, when you see that and you've just smashed something, the best thing to do is to either accept the consequences or run like hell. And we decided to run like hell, and we all started arguing about, oh, we should just run out the main entrance and go quick, the police won't get here in time. And I was like, no, we need to go up the bloody, like, there was like a farmland behind it. And I was like, alright, we go up the farmland, and we all agreed, like, well, more than half of us agreed to go up the farmland. We ran up this farmland, and the rain started getting heavier. Like, we were all sliding down this farmland, like, it was like on a hill, kinda, like the wee area we were running up. And, like, the grass started, like, you know, like, coming out, and we were sliding down, it's like a mudslide. and the chubby friend, he's face planted into the grass, and we all laughed at him, even though we were getting chased by the police, because we could hear the sirens at this point. And he was like, "Shut up!" I was like, "No, mate, get up, we need to go." I helped him up, and we got to this fence that was like made of barbed wire, and bloody, what was it again? Oh yeah, I had to say, like, we were all jumping over it, and then when I got to jump over it, I cut all my leg on it. I still was able to jump the gap. We were jumping over this wee burn, and like, seeing our chubby friend, when he jumped over the barn, not the barn, the burn, let's just say he face planted again and burst all his nose. So we had me with a cut leg, our friend who, well, his arm was all like bandaged up from when he like cut it, and then like bloody faceplant McGee with his burst nose. So we were looking a bit worse for wear. And the area we were going, all the police started like coming up, and we had one thing to do. Like, if we didn't want to get seen by the police at this wee like road, we had to jump down at the burn and hide in like the ditch, and that's what we did. And I'll never forget the massive spider I saw. I killed it. I had to. It was either that or I ran out the area. So yeah, I had to kill a big spider in self-defense. It was trying to escape from the rain, so I put it out its misery. And the police went past us, and I started walking. Like, we started walking to like into the town, and we went our separate ways. Well, some of us did. And like, this rain had gotten really bad. Like, it was like really loud coming down, and we all like split up, except for the friends who were going on the train back home. And what was it again? Like, see, when we were getting to the like going to the train, in front of the train station, there was like, where we were, there was a big lock, and the lock had flooded the pathway to the train station, and it was like up to our like waists, and we had to walk through this horrible lock water. I walked through it with a cut leg. Like, I'm surprised I didn't get an infection from that. And we walked through. I like got on a train. I was soaking, and our idiotic friend, who was, I can't remember what football fan he was, because I don't like football. There was like all these opposite football fans who were in like they were kind of had a rivalry with his football fans, and he bloody waved his flags at them all, and they all came in and started squaring up to us like a bunch of 12-year-olds. And one of them had common sense, went, "These are 12-year-olds, mate, leave them alone." And they left us alone, thank God. But we nearly got battered because of my friend. And bloody, what was it again? Oh, my friend texted me there. And bloody, we got home, and I went separate ways with my last friend. And I got to my house, and my mum was like, "What the hell happened to you?" I was like, "Well, we got chased by the police," and I told her everything, and she went, "Well, do you want a chippy?" I was like, "Yes, I do want a chippy." Got my leg bandaged up, got a chippy, and played some Skyrim. That's like how my night went. Well, at that time, that's what high school was like for me. Hope you enjoyed that story. Like, there's definitely more like that, but that's one of my best ones. Like, pretty long story, but pretty fun story as well. Oh, my jaw's hurting from talking that much. Oh, I really hope you liked that story, because there'll be more stories in the future if you guys like them. Like, if you guys have don't like some of my stories, you can tell me, and I'll try and cut down stories a bit, and like make more other videos. But I will keep doing stories because I want to see how it goes, and I like it'd be nice for you guys to connect with me and know a bit more about me. So yeah, what time we at? 14 minutes. I'm gonna end it here. If you guys liked the video, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. May Larry's big bulging chin be with you always.